whatever, just go and sit and wait for me. Just you're sitting reading a book. It's trick 10. So that's a completely simple book. You've got your books already.
Hello everyone! This is a bit strange, isn't it? I can actually be with you, interact with you. So, it's been quite nice weather this past week, isn't it? It's been quite nice. So today, I am going to be reading these two books with my little Teddy. So I'm going to be reading A House for Mouse and Stickman. And these are both from my friends, Aggie and Elsa. So thank you. So, well, when I'm normally filming my videos on the website that all my stories are on, I always think about when people are watching it and what time they're watching it and if they like it and if they don't, and if they could have a chance to interact with me, what would they say? Things like that. So it's actually really nice now, because if you ask your mummy or daddy if you could type or say something, then you can say it and I can reply to it. So I think it's really, really good and clever. So it's almost 7 o'clock. It's exactly 7 o'clock now. So we'll be starting soon. I'm very excited because this is my first ever live stream. And there's a few slight difficulties, but we're almost ready to start and it's going to be amazing. So is everyone sitting comfortably? Because story time is about to begin. First, we're going to read Stickman. So this is Stickman by Julia Donaldson and Axel Scheffler. One day, he wakes up early and goes for a jog. Stickman, oh Stickman, beware of the dog. A stick, barks the dog. An excellent stick. The right kind of stick for my favourite trick. I'll fetch it and drop it. And fetch it. And then I'll drop it and fetch it. And drop it again. I'm not a stick. Why can't you see? I'm Stickman. I'm Stickman. I'm Stickman. That's me. And I want to go home to my family tree. A notice says dogs must be kept on the lead. At last the game's over and Stickman is freed. He sets off home with a hop and a twirl. Stickman, oh Stickman, beware of the girl. A stick, cries the girl, with a smile on her face. The right kind of poo stick for winning the race. Has everyone got one? Get ready to throw. It's 1, 2, 3. Into the river they go. I'm not a poo stick. Why can't they see? I'm Stickman. I'm Stickman. I'm Stickman. That's me. and I'm heading away from the family tree. Stickman is floating. He floats on and on. Stickman, oh Stickman, beware of the swan. A twig, says the swan. This twig is the best. It's the right kind of twig to weave into my nest. I'm not a twig. Why can't they see? I'm Stickman. I'm Stickman. I'm Stickman. That's me. And I long in the family tree. The nest is deserted and Stickman is free. He drifts down the river and sails out to sea. He tosses and turns till the frolicking foam washes him up on a beach far from home. Here comes the dad with a spade in his hand. Stickman, oh Stickman, beware of the sand. A mast, yells the dad, an excellent mast. Hooray, there's a flag on our castle at last. I'm not a mast for a silly old flag, or a sword for a knight, or a hook for a bag. I'm not a pen, I'm not a bow, I'm not a bat, or a boomerang. I'm Stickman. Oh, Stickman, beware of the snow. Here comes a boy in a warm woolly scarf. An arm for my snowman, he says with a laugh. I'm not an arm. Can nobody see? I'm Stickman. I'm Stickman. I'm Stickman. That's me. Will I ever get back to the family tree? Stickman is lonely. Stickman is lost. Stickman is frozen and covered in frost. Stickman is weary. His eyes still closed. He stretches and yawns and lies down for a doze. He can't hear the bells or the sweet singing choir or the voice saying, here's a good stick for a fire. Stickman is lying asleep in the grate. Can anyone wake him before it's too late? He dreams of his kids and his stick lady love, then suddenly wakes. What's that noise from above? It starts to chuckle, then turns to a shout. Oh, ho, 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 I'm stuck. Get me out. A stuck man. A stuck man. Now who could that be? Don't worry, cried Stickman. I'll soon set you free. A scratch and a scrape and a flurry of suit. A wiggle, a jiggle, and out pokes a foot. A shove and a nudge, a hop and a jump. And Santa falls into the room with a thump. Stickman, oh Stickman, you excellent friend. Thanks a million. Thanks without a end. Then Stickman helps Santa deliver the toys to fast asleep girls and to fast asleep boys. Faster and faster they fly through the snow till Santa says, only one more chimney to go. stick lady's lonely. The children are sad. It won't feel like Christmas without their stick dad. They toss and they turn in the family bed. But what is that clattering sound overhead? Someone's tumbling into their house. Is it a bird or a bat? Or is it a mouse? Or could it? Yes, it could just possibly be. I'm Stickman. I'm Stickman. I'm Stickman. That's me. And I'm sticking right here in my family tree. So that's our first story down for this evening. And we have some highs. So, we have a picture with my two friends, Alice and Charlotte. Oh, how cute. Hello. And we have a hi, Ava. And Elliot is enjoying. So I hope you are all really enjoying the story so far. And next, we have a house for Mouse. Long, long ago, lived a little grey mouse who decided one day it was time to move house. I was born in this tree, and now it's time to explore all the nooks and the crannies from forest to shore. With a flick of his whiskers and a twinkle in his eyes, he packed up his stuff and said his goodbyes. Over mountains and meadows, by road and on track, went a little grey mouse with a bag on his back. When he spotted for a rest and a nibble of nut, he saw a house very much like a hut. It's cosy and warm, thought the mouse. I can see that a house made of straw is a great place to be. Until all of a sudden there came a loud cough, and before Mouse could move, the whole roof had blown off. Straw is too dry, thought Mouse. So are sticks. Perhaps what I need is a house made of bricks. Over mountains and meadows, by road and on track, went a little grey mouse with a bag on his back. While he paused for a moment to chew on a flower, he looked up at a house that was more like a tower. Just imagine the view, thought the little grey mouse. I will find at the top of this very tall house. Though he searched high and low and walked all the way round, the door to his house was nowhere to be found. No way in, thought the mouse. That's not very good. I'd better keep house hunting here in this woods. As he walked through the trees, he could smell something nice, rather sweet, like a cake made of sugar and spice. Perhaps it's tea time, thought little grey mouse, and he followed his nose to a gingerbread house. It was covered in icing and dotted with sweets. There was a chocolate piping and all sorts of treats. But a house made of candy is one giant snack. And when Mouse had a mouthful, it started to crack. Just imagine the mess it would have made in the rain, thought the mouse as he started his journey again. When he next stopped to rest, sitting down on a root, he discovered a house that looked just like a boot. A room in a shoe, cried the little grey mouse. I feel sure that a shoe makes a wonderful house. Then he peeped through a window and saw all the toys. There were so many children, and oh, what a noise! Maybe not, thought the mouse. It's ever so small. There's no room for me. There's no room at all. I think pairs are ideal when it comes to a shoe, because one may be fun, but there's more room in two. No, I don't want a cake or a house made of straw, and I'd rather not live in a tower with no door. Not a single house right. It's no good at all, said the mouse. Then he paused as he'd come to a wall. The wall of a castle! Could this be the place? Oh, the building was perfect, and it had so much space. What with ballrooms and turrets, a bedroom, or 10? This was it, cried the mouse. I'm not moving again. Then he ran here and there and all over the house. I know, something's missing, said Little Grey Mouse, for the castle was silent, as silent as stone, and the Little Grey Mouse felt very alone. But then all of a sudden, a knock at the door sent a boom through the castle, from ceiling to floor. With a flick of his whiskers, and a twinkle in his eyes, he ran to the door. And then, what a surprise! Cried his friends. We're here, and you can see that this castle of yours is the best place to be. So they feasted and danced, and they filled it with laughter. My house, cried the mouse, will be a home ever after. So sadly, that was our last story of the evening tonight, but I hope you all have a wonderful sleep, and we have some more hellos. So we have Olivia, Lexi and Zoe with a beautiful photo that was sent to us. And hi to James and Chloe, who's watching as well. And Hugo and Phoebe with another lovely, lovely photo. And goodbye, night-night, sleep tight. Mwah. Hope you enjoyed this bedtime story. And I hope I'll do some more soon. Bye-bye, everyone.